Good morning. Welcome back. Well, we continue today with the hair saga. Hi. Nice to see you again. In case anyone's wondering the journey that I've been through with my hair, I'm going to give you guys a small update and then we'll get into some other stuff. You guys may have last remembered when I did a whole rainbow color block mess, and I just didn't like the color placement. I loved the colors, but I just didn't love the placement. And because I used different colors and conditioners from different lines, not all the colors complemented each other. Like, had I stuck with Eero colors or specifically Brad Mondo colors, then I think it would have blended or matched together nicer. So I ended up bleach bathing it, and I went for violet periwinkle silver. I'll show you guys the products that I've been using. One sec. So I've been really into the periwinkle silvers, violet kind of purples. So this stuff is really inexpensive. Very jelly-like consistency though. So what I've been doing is mixing it into concoctions that are basically, you know, random amounts of conditioner, X Mondo Super Purple, and Arctic Fox periwinkle and Girls Night Out shades. But I find that a lot of those purples, they're too pink undertoned for me, or they're too warm. I like the cooler spectrum of purples, like leaning into violet and periwinkle. So anyway, what I first went with, you guys didn't actually see this process, but when I was blonde initially, I used these two toners together, and I can't say enough positive things about them. I loved them. Not only did they smell so good, but they made my hair such a beautiful platinum blonde. But because I had some banding from old henna color, old brown henna color that I had used a long time ago, in a level 9, kind of orangey 9, not everything picked up. So I had streaks of this beautiful purple, and then I had other streaks of this like pearlescent kind of gray. But I can't say enough positive things about these toners. They were awesome, and I would absolutely use them again if you want a beautiful pearly platinum blonde. Then I made my next concoction of purple was a mixture of this, which was a lot darker than it looked on the box, and I had mixed in some of this, and it made a nice purpley periwinkle color. These were all semi-permanents, so they all wash out very quickly. Next, we had this violet gray color, which I also really liked, but it didn't really, like, I was just trying to blend what I had going. That's why I picked this, because this is pretty much what I had, so I just wanted to blend it all together.
Sorry, quick story time. This video is going to be all over the place. I just wanted to add this to the video while editing. I said I like the color. The day after putting it on, I get a knock at the door, and it's a visitor who is unbeknownst to me that she was showing up. She does this all the time. She's an old work friend. We'll go with the name D. She'll never see my videos, but I still don't want to out who she is. She shows up at my house unannounced, and so I let her in, and you know, she always needs to complain and rant and gossip about her life to me, but she takes a look at my hair, and then she says, "Babe, what have you done to your hair?" And it used to be long, and I was like, "Diane, it's been screwed up for over a year now. I've been growing it out." She's like, "Yeah, but what color is it? It looks bad." And I was like, "I don't come to your house and make comments about your hair." And she's like, "Well, I gotta tell you my opinion." You guys, if I could tell you this woman, her behavior in the past, without even getting into details about age or appearance, Diane takes a lot of pride in her appearance. She's had some work done in the past, and you know, she uses expensive creams and she'll get things done. Well, she had her eyebrows done once, and I don't know if she is slightly colorblind or if her makeup artist was, but there was like a pink tint to the color of her eyebrows. Not like it matters, who cares, right? Well, one day at work, this woman is literally bitching to me, about how her granddaughter, who is probably 6 or 9, asked her, "Nona, why do you have pink eyebrows?" And she was so bloody insulted that her granddaughter had the audacity to ask why she had pink eyebrows. She says, "I don't have pink eyebrows." And she practically disowned this child for saying that. And I don't even need to get into the layers of how that's so fucked up to gaslight and abuse a child for not knowing not to walk on eggshells to ask a question for something that's blatant reality. Anyway, this woman, I couldn't tell her that, but yeah, just drops herself off at my house unannounced and makes comments about my hair. But if you make a comment about anything about her, she will lose it. Anyway, back to the video.
And it was alright. It was alright. Also washed out very quickly. But you know what I realized that makes me really sad is even though I love these colors, they don't match my skin tone. So even though I think I have like neutral, like, cause I have pink and yellow undertones, sometimes olive greeny undertones, when my hair was this color, it made me look almost green. My complexion looked green somehow. I don't understand. So out of curiosity, I couldn't wait. I'm trying to restore my hair health here. I'll go over all the products that I've been using to restore my hair health. We'll get back to that in a second. Check out my roots. Okay, I don't even want to get into that yet. We'll do that after. So I tried out this stuff because I really wanted like a pinky, pearly undertone to my hair. So as you can see, it kind of worked. But up top, where I had a lot of violet silver hair, I don't know if it picks up on cam. It probably looks normal on cam, but in my bathroom, it looks a little gray-green. Looks a little gray-green. So instead of going back to purple, I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to mix up some conditioners and a little tiny bit of color to go on top of that, and then I'll work it through to the ends, and hopefully it'll neutralize this like grayy, greeny. I don't know if you can see it on cam, but I can definitely see it. There's like a gray, greeny undertone up top. Oh yeah, and because Wella toners always want 20 vol for some reason, I mixed 1 ounce 20 vol, 1 ounce 10 vol to make it like a 15 vol, because I really don't need that much lift. My hair is already fucking platinum fried. I was just trying to balance out the tones here, so I made it a 15 volume, and then I ended up lightening my roots 1 level, which is hilarious. And they're all warm now. They look like I've been baking in the sunlight. So I am not bleaching my roots. I'm not doing it. I need someone to help me because I can't do it properly without breaking my hair off. The hairs in the front here are clinging on with their last bit of bonds and their last bit. They're like, please stop processing me. Stop it. So we're just going to do conditioner and color, and we're going to let it soak. And then I'll show you guys the products that I've been using to try and restore my hair health. So, we've talked about all the products, mostly. Well, we didn't get into all the products, but we talked about the hair color. So, restoring the hair from within. You can't just slap products on top of your scalp and your hair and expect it to do well. You need to nourish yourself and take supplements. Most people know the age-old trick, prenatal vitamins, even if you're not pregnant. Nutrafol seems overly priced and they want you to take way too many pills a day. So in Canada, we have this. It's a little bit more affordable and you only take 2 tablets a day. So I think it works because I have roots and I only bleached my hair like a month or 2 ago. and I already have roots. I hate the roots. Once it grows out a bit more, I can do some blending and make it look a little better, but I hate the thick root look. Collagen. I hear all the time that collagen is good for your skin and your hair and your nails. So that being said, we got just straight up collagen with lysine and vitamin C, and then we have advanced hair, skin, and nails. I know, right? And then we got this. I was happy to discover that Sephora sold K18 and Olaplex. I was disappointed to discover that they only sell the styling products and not the professional treatments. Oh yeah, and I don't think I need to tell people who watch hair videos, but obviously Xmondo products all have built-in bond boosters and hydration, repair masks, everything you need. So it's like a 2-in-1. I also use his glossing treatment, but I feel like the hair color works so good. If you actually just use his products, not diluted, they work so good. But anyway, back to the products. So I've tried this Olaplex number 3, and I mean, I don't know, guys. Everybody swears by Olaplex, and I did follow the instructions, but I think it's overrated. Maybe I need to order the professional line, like the professional lines 1 and 2. Didn't really notice too much of an improvement with this, and for the price, I don't think I would buy it again. However, K18, the repair mist and the repair mask, and even the oil. The oil, I mean, you can get any oil, and I think it's going to do its job. So you might not even totally need this, but I mean, if you have it, might as well use it. But for the price, you can get other oils. For example, this. Inexpensive, a few drops when your hair is still damp, and it does an amazing job. But yeah, K18, everybody knows K18 in the hair community, and I would absolutely recommend these products. They do work. They absolutely have fixed my hair to some capacity. Another expensive product that I picked up from Sephora is these drops that you put on your scalp. These drops that you put on your scalp once or twice a day. It's a Grow serum. The more advanced one came with a derma roller, which was almost $70 I'm pretty sure I can find a derma roller for less than that. This one didn't come with a derma roller, so part of me felt like, does it even work? But after like scratching and shampooing my scalp, I figured, yeah, there's probably abrasions on there that will take the serum in. Or it's a scam. We'll see. But it's supposed to make your hair grow back healthy and strong. Now, topical products. Schwarzkopf Bond Building Blonde Me End Sealer and Anti-Frizz Cream for all hair types. Restoring Balm. It says Bond Creation System. So I got this just as like a gift in one of my purchases, so I figured I would give it a try because it's Schwarzkopf, and it was very nice. It does work. I've had this for years. It's just like a BioSilk leave-in conditioner. I've also learned that glycolic gloss, so it fills in the gaps in your hair where it's been stripped of all bonds or and it fills it, and it even has like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like glitter in it. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a glitter in it. So that goes on your hair. I'm not putting it on right now because we're about to do other things, but I just wanted to show you guys that. So I think we've hit the end of the line with all the products that I've been using, which ones I would recommend and which ones I wouldn't. Everybody swears by Olaplex, but you can get cheaper products that restore bonds, and I don't know if this was worth it. Let me know what you guys think, or if I'm just dumb. Let's start mixing up some color and some conditioner. So, by the way, I am trying to quit vaping. I know that I vape too much. My vape's always in my hand in my videos. I can't even put it down when I'm recording. Fucking shameful, I get it. But I am on some patches. Did you guys know that these things cause weird dreams? I thought that because my brother was staying and he was going through some stuff that he was having bad dreams and it was causing me to have bad dreams. No, the doctor said that if you're having bad dreams when you're wearing the patch, take the patch off when you go to bed at night and you'll stop having bad dreams. Oh, it's so funny. Let's get into some conditioner making here. I really like this stuff, this Shea Moisturizing. They do a good job and it's really inexpensive. So I'm gonna get a big glob of that. I'm also gonna use some of this L'Oreal conditioner. It has a bit of a bluey purple color to it though, so I think it's best that I don't use too much and stick to something that's just pure white. Just a little bit of pink. Try and cancel out these green gray tones. I don't know if it's gonna work, but when I've had green color that I didn't like before and I did this, it was with a different product, but it still looked really nice. A rose gold color, so I don't know if we want to use too much of that. Oh, there's a hair! Isn't that nice? I don't know if I want to use too much of this because it's not quite pink. We'll add a drop of the bubblegum pink. Let's see how that comes out. It's very fluorescent. You know, I used the magenta Color Lux. That stuff worked really good. I don't have that though. So we got this like pinky, milky color. It looks like bubblegum. Bubblegum, pink, frothy. It looks like strawberry ice cream. That's what it looks like. So, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'm not trying to color my hair actually pink. I'm just trying to manage this tint on top. So I guess we'll see if I have any idea what I'm doing or if I'm an idiot and I make a huge mistake. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Am I gonna have bubblegum pink hair or is it gonna work? Let's talk about the 90-day fiance tell-all for happily ever after.
In the kitchen.
Wanna do that? Wanna do this? So, what did you guys think? Of that fucking tell-all. I knew Libby and Andre were gonna be low-life scumbags, not taking accountability for anything and blaming everyone else for their behavior. That was obvious to me that that was going to happen. It was really funny to me how he was trying to paint Alexi as this like angry person who's like, we've all seen Alexi and Lauren for years, and I'm not saying you have to be their biggest fans or anything like that, but we know that Alexi has only ever been bothered when he had a full-time dad, when Lauren went ahead and got her mommy makeover. That was the only time Alexi has ever been even slightly bothered. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he made a very good point about the fact that they can talk about it if they want, if they needed clarity or something, but it's the fact that they brought it up to be petty. Because, they couldn't handle the fact that they were talking shit about Andre when everything they were saying about him was true? And of course they were gonna gossip about them. Andre's a fucking idiot. Like, they're deflecting and bypassing the fact that he lied to Libby and wasted a bunch of their money on a bad investment. I don't know if they're ever gonna get that money back or if they're gonna... I don't even care, to be honest with you. But yeah, that was just stupid, in my opinion. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Lauren started screaming at them to shut up. I loved it. I was there for that. And I'm not even going to say Lauren's my favorite person, because I do feel like she was overly involved, overly concerned, and of course Libby was going to side with her husband. But I just don't understand the other thing about talking about them. So of course couples are going to talk to each other about other couples. That seems pretty par for the course and normal, if you ask me. It's just the way that they pulled it out like it was some sort of grand revelation that was supposed to prove that Alexi's a piece of shit. And then they also deflected about Jovi too. They also deflected about Jovi because Jovi was making those comments about Yara before she had her plastic surgery and it hurt her feelings. So of course they deflected to that too. Just childish. They're too grown to be acting that way. I couldn't even bother with people like them. And who thinks that they were actually friends, or they were just hanging out because TLC was like, hey, you guys, you live in the same city, you're on the show, just spend time together, be friends. We need more conditioner, guys. We need more conditioner. We're running out. I know everyone is tired of Jasmine, and I am also tired of Jasmine. When she started crying, and I know Gino called it crocodile tears, and I know he did that for a reason because, yeah, Jasmine often cries when she has to take accountability, and it could be a form of manipulating because a lot of women do use tears as a weapon. But I don't know, you guys. Either she's a really good actor, or I'm just gullible as fuck and naive. But I actually believed her. I know Gino doesn't. He even called her out and said that used to work on him, and it's not going to work on him anymore. But I don't know, man. I believed her. But those tears seemed genuine to me. But they could be genuine tears for a different reason, right? Like, I can cry on cue. I just have to think about the saddest moment in my life. Yeah, I can cry. I can cry on command. So if I wanted to be a manipulative person, I mean, I guess in theory, I could cry on cue and make them think that I'm crying because of them, but really I'm crying because I'm thinking about my dead cat. It's hard for me to be 100% sure.
Me, when he said that I never loved him because he knows that I did. I'm sorry, Gino.
Our relationship was one big fraud. It was one big scam.
But I believed it. I felt it. I kind of teared up. But maybe that's because I'm an empath and I'm an idiot. There's anyone to be tricked by a narcissist, it's me. So, we'll see. Gino is acting very petty. He's being a very, very petty man. Because he's hurt. But when they said that was love, she
Passed a lie detector test last year. She sucked your toes. But that's love.
She licked your toes. That's honestly what I was thinking too. How could that have not have been love? She licked your toes, brah. Like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Kara, what is fucking wrong with her? I can understand not liking Jasmine and wanting to call her out on her shit, but she was doing everything in her power to be a fucking cunt to Jasmine. Shit talking her under her breath, stirring the pot with the other cast members, coaching Gino on how bitches be. I'm sorry, but that's pick-me energy. I can't stand that. Well, she's trying to call out Jasmine for cheating on Gino with Matt, when we are all pretty damn sure that she has cheated on Guillermo. And even if she didn't cheat on Guillermo, she did cheat on her past relationship. She was acting very sus and distrustworthy with Guillermo, not showing him the text message. How hard is it to show your partner who's texting you? It's not. I got a story for you. Because my partner keeps losing the key fob for my car, those are expensive to replace. But he wants to put air tags on them, or like that's Apple, but you know, like the Samsung version of AirTags, the Galaxy version. I guess you can, that's fine. And then I made the joke, I was like, you just want to know where I'm going. You just want to see if I'm cheating on you or not. But I have nothing to hide. So that's fine. Okay, I think we have this saturated. My arms are sore. I'm so out of shape. I'm so out of fucking shape, you guys. I don't know if it's because of YouTube or my maternity leave. I mean, it's not like I don't work. I don't just sit around all day. I take care of the baby. I keep the house clean as best I can with 3 kids and 2 cats. But yeah, I'm so fucking out of shape. Usually after all my pregnancies, I lost the baby weight really quickly. But this time, it's been taking some work. I actually had to go to some yoga classes. I go to hot yoga. We were riding bikes for a little bit. My partner cheated because he bought himself an electric bike. I have a manual bike. I actually had to pedal my ass around. And if you guys don't know about the West Coast, there's lots of hills. But yeah, ultimately, that tell-all pissed me off in a great way. I was very entertained, but I was very pissed off. Looking forward to part 2. How many parts do you guys think they're going to be? Just 2 or 5? But I feel bad for Matt. I didn't like Matt so much in the beginning, but I feel kind of bad for him now. Gino doesn't present like a good guy, you guys. Like, if you actually look at him and look at his energy and look at how he's dressed, he presents like a fucking scumbag. I was living for his cousin Dana calling him out. You know the guy's a piece of shit if his own fucking family, and not the family that, you know, he's kept away from the situation, aka the Jasmine relationship, and only fed them his narrative. The people who are actually involved, like Dana and his wife, the fact that they're not on Gino's side speaks volumes. Oh, God. What the fuck? I'm loving the cousin. I'm loving the cousin calling Gino out. It's so good. Move on, walk away, let it go, and he won't fucking do it. He seems to think that he is entitled to his money back. He spent money on her, so he owns her, and he owns her right in America. I don't fucking agree with that. And I know he's going to try to say it was marriage fraud, so it wasn't legal. But we all saw her suck his toes and beg him for the D, which he refused to give. Dana saying that he had no interest at a 1 week after the relationship tracks. Because we all saw it. We all saw it. He was deliberately sabotaging it, deliberately pissing her off, deliberately withholding to try and control and change her to be what he wanted her to be. You can't do that with any human, but now that it didn't work out, he's calling it fraud. Dude, the whole relationship was transactional. You met her on a sugar baby website. Is that why you think you own her? Disgusting. But I'm still no fan of Jasmine. Everybody asked her if she hooked up with Matt before the resort, which we all are convinced she did, and she denies it. Yeah, either she's a liar and a damn good actress, or she's telling the truth. My partner made a good point. 2 things can be right. Gino wasn't interested 1 week after the relationship and started sabotaging it, and Jasmine cheated on him. 2 things can be true. And would we blame her for having cheated on him? No, we probably wouldn't. My hair is so damaged that I'm afraid to comb it when it's wet or has shit in it, because it'll just break. I'll have all these hairs in my comb. But look at these roots! Look at these fucking roots! I just bleached my whole head a month ago. And my hair has been growing very fucking slowly the last year and a half. So I am really hoping that this is the vitamins actually working. See, I can't comb it because hairs are going to come out. Another thing, I got scammed by Temu. I really wanted to try out sorry, if there's any male viewers in my audience, you can just fast forward this bit. I do apologize. I don't mean to be TMI, but this is for the ladies in the audience. So I've been really curious about the period panties. NYX is quite expensive, and I did almost order some, but then they took away the promo code that they gave me, said that it was no longer valid. That pissed me off. I wanted my 20% off because they aren't fucking cheap. And if I get some for me, I have to get some for my 14-year-old daughter as well. So instead I went with Temu, because I've been getting a lot of great things on Temu. Great as in, like, I like them. Maybe they're not the best things or the best quality, but I've been happy with them. So I thought I would try out the period panties. And you guys, I got fucking scammed. I'm just outing my big fat ass right now. They came in like a gym fabric. Like what you would wear like swimming or exercising. It's water resistant, but it doesn't have the padding in the center that would be necessary. So I tried them out, and it lasted like an hour before they started leaking. So you will still have to wear pads with these bad boys. I got another pair to try out, and it's similar in the fabric's a little nicer, but once again, nothing in the essential area to prevent leakage. So these period panties that I got from Temu, you will still have to wear fucking pads with. So I guess I'm gonna have to spend the money on the NYX, which is a bummer. This whole topic about free bleeding came up online, and I was shocked that this was even a topic of discussion. Like, we just put it all out there on the internet now, don't we, gals? I'm not about to start free bleeding all over my house, but I always thought it was kind of understood that, like, you know, sometimes you just have a certain pair of underwear that you just go ahead and ruin, right? But what are you guys' thoughts on this whole free bleeding movement? I think it's a little bit much to just be announcing to the world when you want to bleed all over your house or the ground. I don't know. I don't get it. Bring a towel. Bring a towel. That's my best advice if you're going to be doing that. See, for me, my first couple days are really, really heavy, and I will need a pad. But after that, after the first couple days, I don't want to wear a pad anymore. I'm tired of it. I don't like tampons. They're just not right. They don't feel right. I think they contribute to cramping. I always feel like I can't pee when I'm wearing them. They're just the worst. Don't wear tampons unless you have been doing it your whole life with no issue, then more power to you. But my advice is not to wear tampons. They're bad. They're not good. Don't buy period panties from Temu, because you're going to be disappointed. Unless you wanted some extra protective overnight panties or something like that. The fabric, too. Like, I'm sorry, but I hate this kind of, like, gym fabric. You guys see that? This one's a little better, but I got scammed, you guys. Alright, well, I think it's time to wash this. Did it change any of the gray parts? I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Well, that's the results. Did it work? A little bit, I think. It definitely added some warmth where the gray was adding a bunch of cool, I guess. I didn't want to oversaturate it in pink. But I think having a slightly pink-toned hair would be better than a mixture of pink, blonde, gray, green. Anyway, you guys know me. It'll probably be blue next week, so thanks for watching. If I was able to educate anybody or help anybody with any of their own questions or struggles with their own hair, then great. I can just imagine any like professional hairstylists watching this will be like, girl, your hair is 4 different colors. I know. But, yeah. There you have it. Using pink to tone out gray green. So this is like, my hair is turned into like an ashy, pearly pink blonde. I don't even know how that's possible. But yeah, that's where we're at.
The next morning.
I am so excited and too impatient. I ordered some products and I can't wait to go over them with you guys. But in the meantime, I have to do something with this. This all happened off cam, but I thought that it would have been I thought it was going to be a great idea to slap some Cara Color Conditioner Rose Gold on top of my head to sort of cancel out those gray, greeny, cool tones that I had near my roots. No, it didn't look good at all. It was like a Neapolitan disaster from like warm brown to the rose gold. It lied, okay? It says that it's pink, and then when you put it on your head, it's like a warm toned, it's like peachy red. I'll go get it so you guys can see. This stuff. This stuff. Do not recommend. Unless you have like ready hair already and you're wanting to keep the pigment in. I have like more than half a bottle of this and I'm probably never going to use it again. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess you could keep it if you wanted to add warmth to your hair, but it wasn't for me, yo. It wasn't for me. So I ordered some new products, but they're not coming till next week. And I don't know if I can be patient for that long. I don't know. I don't know about this Cara Color stuff. But yeah, before we do that, I've decided that I'm going to do one more of these because I can't leave my hair alone. My hair is so damaged that it tangles so much when it's wet, and that's when your hair is most fragile, is when it's wet. You know, I've always brushed my hair when it's wet and it was never an issue for me, but now I have to be so careful. I hate short hair, you guys. Since that disaster with the baby pulling my hair and all the hairdressers just hacking it off, we're just gonna give this a quick detangle so I can put the Olaplex treatment on. Well, before washing it, I figured we would do Olaplex number 3 treatment. To me, this has been not worth the money, but that's just my opinion. If anyone can let me know how the number 1 and 2 products work. Couldn't get that at Sephora. Apparently you have to order it online. Is it worth it, or is it just hype? Because K18 was worth it, but I only want to be spending a bunch of money on one heavy-duty product. So I was thinking today, while I do my hair, maybe we can also watch and react to parts of the tell-all, because I still have to edit this freaking episode down. These are so long. They're so long. And having to watch... I almost feel like I should just start setting up a camera and filming me and my partner when we watch it so I wouldn't have to redo everything. You get my genuine reactions the first time, not me having to remember what I was thinking and then react again after editing and recording nonstop. So yeah, that's my idea on that. I don't know. But for today, I was thinking, while I'm rewatching this episode and editing it, I can get my hair done and we can watch that together.
I don't want to be the same space at that piso. I will prefer to sleep under a bridge tonight rather than in the same. Let's not sleep in a bridge. I'm on a bridge.
We know that Jasmine doesn't have what it takes to sleep under a bridge. That's overly dramatic, I would say. Okay, we're back with clean, dry hair. You know what part I always forget to do is this petroleum jelly around your face. So the colors I'm planning on mixing up is this. Yeah, Eros. And just to lather up the consistency a bit. I got it on my nose sniffing it. Am I that dumb? That's where we're at. Thanks for watching for now. Okay, bye.
We really have a lot of fun in here.
You never cook.